pleased in the way it went and started off the school year.
JCPS leaders say they've made progress in dealing with the district's transportation struggles, but parents stuck without buses are still wondering if their service will be restored. This is Wave News 11. I'm John Bold. Tonight, the school board provided an update showing improved clearance times, solutions for parents stuck in long car lines, traffic improvements, and more. But what about all the people waiting for bus service to be restored? Wave News reporter Logan Perone outlines the district's next steps.
Service could be restored to all students at Johnson Traditional Middle School and Coleridge Taylor and Young Elementary Schools, along with free and reduced lunch students at Butler, DuPont, Manual, and Mail. Tonight, we learned what needs to happen first. JCPS had a much smoother first week of school compared to last year, and now district leaders are continuing to work on ways to improve transportation for students.
We have learned a tremendous amount this year and essentially having to tear our transportation system down and start again.
JCPS released plans to potentially bring back bus routes at a number of schools as more TARC drivers get their school bus certifications. Superintendent Dr. Marty Polio says at least 60 TARC drivers are needed to recommend the return of routes. Polio is confident they'll exceed that goal.
There were 19 that have already been endorsed. There's 39 that we are putting through the process, and there's 12 more that have done or that are at various portions of the process, which equals out to 70.
Surveys will then go out to see which eligible families want transportation back to their schools. The JCPS routing team will add routes based on the responses in the third week of September.
Give those new bus drivers, those TARC drivers, their routes that last week of September and practice over the fall break, and then we would implement those if we get to 60 right when they come back from fall break.
Right now, JCPS has 2 extra drivers for the number of routes they have. Chief Operations Officer Dr. Rob Folk says he'd be comfortable with having a surplus of drivers at 5%. The district's transportation team also pointed out significant improvements to other issues, including arrival times, clear times, and traffic. Let's go! Dr. Falk says the information they've been able to gather will give them a better sense on how to adjust going forward.
We have some metrics that we've never monitored before, never looked at before, that we can then use for process improvement in the future. So I am optimistic about next year.
District officials are eager to keep the wheel rolling on the progress they've made.
It has to be the norm. We need to expect this outcome next year and not be shocked or excited about it.
The JCPS Board of Education could make a decision on adding routes at its meeting on September 3rd. Logan Perone, Wave News.
Thanks, Logan.